I got boys in this shit. Boy.
Tally Red, you always stay lit.
Hey, I've been out here in the streets all day. I used to get it in them hallways. I'm so glad I got my money up. I'm so glad I got my money up. I've been out here in the streets all day. I used to get it in them hallways. I'm so glad I got my.
Yeah, man, y'all know what time it is, man. Boobie Blood, the biggest fucking blood on the fucking side of town, north side, south side. Stand up, stand
I'm so
up.
glad I got my money up. I'm so glad I got my money up.
Keep the truth. No fake shit. Only ask real questions. What we think about all this shit. Music, everything is fucked up. No way.
89.9 KMOJ, today's R&B and throwbacks. This is the People Station. I am the original dollar. This is OG Radio. I'm going live right now with the one and only St. Paul, Minneapolis. Y'all got to put your hands together, even the suburbs, for the one and only Boobie Blood in the building. Boobie
Let's
Blood,
go.
what's up, bro?
Hold on, Lil Paul gotta give me a shout out for sure, but you know I'm originally from this north side, south side, Tangletown, Deuces, south side 30s block. Let's get it.
Southside 30. All right, listen, Boobie, man, you get a lot of love from both sides of the river, man. You know, I'll be on the north, south side, east side. I just say the name Boobie Blood. Everybody like, oh, I know Boobie. Oh, he cool. You know what I'm saying? I just did that just before I came in the interview, man. Somebody stopped me on the street, said, what's up? I'm like, man, I got an interview with Boobie. They like, Boobie Blood? I'm like, yeah. He like, man, that's my guy.
Shout out everybody who love me on my soul.
All right, so that answers another question. So the blood in Boobie Blood come from being a blood. Is that that's where the Boobie come from? Right?
Originally, like my whole family on my dad's side. This what it is. I'm originally from north side and south side. You did, because my dad is a south sider, born and raised. All my family is south side 30s blood. They Hodges, they Rosenblums, anybody with those names, that's my family. You did. And then on the north side, it's my mama. And they originally GDs.
From the Tangletown,
but they from that south side Chicago.
Okay.
You did. So Tangletown, Deuces, these the areas I was raised as a kid, back and forth though with my dad. So as my mom and my dad, you know how they go. You're a little kid, you back and forth. So I got to know both sides of my family. And then it just, you know, just like that.
And then now you on the St. Paul side, on the east side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody on the east side know Boobie.
On my soul. But even before that, because I got homies that's on Selby too.
Okay.
Like a lot of Crip niggas mess with me. A lot of other, you know, vice lords, GDs. Shout out my brother, he's vice lord. So, you know, it just is what it is. But everybody mess with me.
Even though, right, I was just going to say, so even though Boobie Blood stands for the Boobie in the blood, right? everybody that I know, everybody that I talk to from all different sets, from everywhere, they still mess with you. Everybody rock with you. Everybody show you love.
Oh, yeah.
How do you keep that momentum going through? And that's you know, this is OG Radio, right?
Yeah.
So I'm an OG, and we try to teach positivity, and we got to teach common sense to the young ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even though you still represent your set, you still get along with everybody. It ain't to the point where you just stupid with it, but you just, you know what I'm saying? You just said it earlier. You said as long as everybody respectful, I just keep it respectful, and you get along. So how do you manage to get along with everybody? Like what is it, respect? Is it, you know, what is it?
It's definitely that, because I'm a person that's outside, like, so they know me. They see me in the streets every day. I'm not just no rap dude. I be outside, but at the same time, I'm just cooling. I'm hanging out with my homies. I'm hanging out with people. And then at the same time, when other people see me, it's a mutual respect, because they know I come from where they come from. We all we all outside, like everybody trying to be something and do something with their life. Like, even if they not, they see me. And even if they not trying to do nothing with their life, or if they is, it's all positivity from me. Like, I'm trying to get to the money. Like, the music, I got clothes, I got hair. So I'm mixed in with a lot of things, like notoriously from the streets, but I'm mixed in with positivity and real things that's going on. And I'm trying to support people. So that's how I keep that, you know what I'm saying, that calm and collective with everybody. Like, it was a rumor. They like, we seen Boobie with some people we don't mess with. This was something that popped on Facebook. You dig? And it was some St. Paul situation. But the ones who knew me, they like, hey man, Boobie ain't from over here. You don't know what's going on with our beat.
Right.
And so it was like, I
didn't
didn't even need to speak on it. They like, that's my homie. He don't know what we got going on with dude, but even if he do, so what? He don't really care about that.
That's a good thing to have, right? Because you don't want to, and I see that a lot, right? Especially right now, you don't want to involve yourself in somebody else's drama if it ain't got nothing to do with you. But the way that you carry yourself, people won't involve you either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
just like that.
Somebody try to put you in something, but then everybody know you, so the way you carry yourself, they like, that ain't fine.
Like, even when I'm right here, I'm born and raised over here, so I beef with some of everybody over here.
At one point in time.
Yeah, you dig? So I don't really care. That stuff dead, but at the same time, it's just like, I know what it is. They know what it is. Everybody's just cooling, man. Supporting from the music. I'm supporting everybody who doing something. You dig? Like, if you selling T-shirts, and if you selling, even if you doing music, if I feel like you hot on my life, like, I'm one of them dudes who support. Like, right now, I got Tarzan in my phone, all type of other rappers that I've been messing with before the music. You dig? Like Cash the Kid, a couple other people, but you dig? It is what it is. I'm gonna keep that down on my own. But you heard, this about me.
Okay, this about you. But you mentioned your family, right? You mentioned your mom and your dad and where they come from. Shout out to your brother T. Your whole family get to the bag, man. Your whole family get to the bag, and it's inspirational, to say the least, because I seen your brother doing it, you doing it, your mom doing it. Y'all got multiple businesses, multiple hustles. I'm talking about owning stores. Like, your brother T, do he sleep? Can I ask you that real quick? Do T sleep? Because he like, this dude got 4 stores, the clothing store. You and him got 2 stores, and then he's still out here moving people with furniture in a big old moving truck.
Man. That all stems from my mama.
Candy store. We selling cassava leaf. We selling African food plates.
That's who cooking that. Like, my mama.
Yeah,
she
like the whole family, right? Y'all work together. How did that get instilled in you guys? Where y'all said, you know what, we a family, and this is how it's supposed to be, right? I want everybody to know that.
It wasn't even instilled. This is something that you just know.
You just gotta know. But see, everybody don't know that. Everybody family ain't like that. Your family, if one person got a business, we all working for that person.
You
know what I'm saying? If one person got a company, we all working for them. We all promoting them, and then we gonna move on to the next level. Who still there? Was that your mom? That's your mom? Was that where that come from?
That's the big dog, Angela Edwards. That's my mama.
And she's known on the north side.
She's
do a lot
community activist.
Yeah, she do a lot.
She was at the Urban League. She went and got degrees. She made sure everything that in life that she wanted to do, she did it after she raised her kids. You did. So when I knew her struggle from when I was a kid, her struggle and turnaround was the only thing that made everybody in our family just, you see what I'm saying? We her kids.
Right.
So they say the head of the snake ran the situation. So she aligned with her cubs.
Okay.
And she leading us the way. And they take you out there, and then they be like, okay, after you get a little age, it's your turn to do your due. Become who you gonna become. So big shout outs to my mama and shout outs to my dad, because he was around when he needed to be.
Right.
He did one situation when I needed him, deep in them jail cells. He was in that situation. So just by me going through that, I know how he think.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Right. So it made me smarter. It don't mean I ain't got love for everybody. It just made me separate myself. So even with him, it's the same thing. Like the things that they went through, we just snapped and collected on it. Because my dad was a boxer. and my granddad, he ran St. Paul before I even made it to St. Paul.
Now let's get into that too, right? And I talked about this before, but I don't think the whole city, St. Paul, Minneapolis. This 89.9 KMOJ's Double OG Radio. We got Boobie Blood in the building. Your father, and I don't think a lot of people know this, is a St. Paul legend himself.
My
great grandfather, yeah, he's a St. Paul.
My granddad.
Your granddad, yeah, that's what I mean. Your grandfather is a St. Paul legend, right?
Big fact.
So tell the people, you tell them, who is your grandfather?
My grandfather is Tiger Jack Rosenblum. You dig? The man on the corner who used to be waving. He supported a lot of families back in the slavery days and through the racist stuff, the civil rights, because he was born in 1903.
Yeah.
So he went through a lot, and he supported the city on a hard level from what I saw and what I know from other people. You did.
Now, are you serious? You can attest to this because we grew up in St. Paul in the Midway, right off of Dale and Aurora.
It's still
how big was Tiger Jack to us?
Tiger
growing
Jack
up as
was
kids?
so big.
Oh, no. I was just saying, like, yeah, we all knew. Go up to Tiger Jack, get what you need for candy, soda, crazy. You seen the storage of it looked like a warehouse back there with all the stuff that he had, and he was just a real nice dude. He was real cool. If you needed something, he would actually talk to you. He was a young kid. He'd give you some knowledge if you got it, if he could. He'd drop it. So I mean, he was just all around cool. And like you were happy to go to a store. Like, some people, especially when they see kids, they didn't like kids coming over there. You know what I'm trying to say? But he never acted funny whenever we went to the store. Whenever he loved when kids would come up there. He loved when the youth would come up there. And that's the big difference. Like nowadays, when a bunch of kids or a bunch of young people will come into a store, they act funny, tell you to hurry up and get out. They try to rush you out. He'd make sure you was there. He'd make sure you was cool. He'd make sure y'all had what you need. If he was a little bit short, he'd make sure you was whole. Like, everybody loved him. Everybody. And I mean, that's what we grew up on. So yeah, that's big, man. Tiger Jack, he was everybody. I mean, we all know him. If you grew up in St. Paul, you know him. Period.
With my dad, so like every time I was living or moving with my dad, we went over there. It was times we rode the bikes. These kids don't know nothing about how we used to be, bro. We used to be walking and riding bikes. My dad was a boxer, like I said. He used to take us from the north side or the south side, and we would ride the bikes all the way to my granddad's store, and we would go out there and mow his lawn. And at that time, like I said, we was kids, so we was kind of mad, but he'd give us stuff at the end, which was discipline. You dig? We didn't understand it until we got older. Like, granddad kept us mowing his lawn or shoveling or raking the leaves at the field, and we used to be like, man, why he gotta have us do this? And we come way from the north side, like, dead tweaking, bro. Like, but now we gone and we see all these people at the front. We like, dang, granddad really was that dude.
Really was though.
Yeah,
really was that.
And we just knew he was on business. And then once they took into account everything that happened in stories, my dad told me, like, my granddad killed a police officer. And on top of that, that was like in Jacksonville. They cut his finger off. That's how he had to miss a finger. Yeah, they cut his finger off for dating a white woman at that time. Them slavery days. My family, my dad family, my granddad is from Jacksonville, Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
And they cut his finger off when he was dating a white woman down there. She lied on him while he was with her. Her dad didn't want him to be with her, so she told her dad that he forced herself on her. And he had a different name before that, Jackie Reynolds. His last name used to be Reynolds before Rosenblum. He hid with the Rosenblum name from the from the people. The Rosenblum name was a change, and he moved to St. Paul. Yeah, that's a big story about my granddad.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I definitely remember the finger.
That's how he got that missing finger. It ain't get chopped off at work or nothing from no working. It was surrounded by the Ku Klux Klan and cut off the finger type of situation because he stuck his middle finger up to the dead when he was talking about the daughters type of situation.
Wow, that's something new. I didn't know that. Let me ask you this question real quick. Well, how would you describe your music to people who never heard you?
I'm going to say, if you ready to turn up, if you ready to chill, if you ready to be truthful, or if you ready to feel a street cat, or if you ready to just, you know what I'm saying, vibe out to something, that's what this music bring you, variety. I'm one of them, like, I feel like when I go in there, I gotta mix it up. I don't want to have too many hard tracks. I don't want to have too many tracks about street stuff. Like, I want to be mindful. And on top of that, like, I want to be thoughtful on how I'm saying stuff. So, yeah, man, turn up with me. You gotta mix it up.
You
I'm
gotta
a
mix
mix.
it up.
Yeah, man, I'm a vibe catcher. You dig? Like, if you went through the struggle, if you made it out, if you grinded or anything like that, you gonna feel that. Or if you feel like your family betrayed you and you going through some stuff, you gonna feel songs like Determination and what's that other song? Perfect Timing. Songs like that. Like, if you got something for the females, you gonna rock out with Drop That and or
Yeah, I think that's good to hear because we
What
got to
You
know
Need.
that people live lives. Like everybody is, like you ain't nobody killing people 24 hours a day. First of all,
Facts.
you're not even killing people once a year or twice. You know what I'm saying? That might happen once in a lifetime. So it ain't like everybody is super thug all the time. So the way that your music reflects your whole life in all aspects is dope because you gotta be able to share your whole life in your music. You can't just share the one aspect and then people take you serious. And I think that's another reason why people everywhere respect you. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't too much flaw stuff that you do. You know, ain't too much flaw this, ain't too much faking it, ain't too much all of that.
Again,
Yeah.
I'm talking,
It's all real. It's all real.
Exactly.
And the way you carry yourself is that way too. So let's get into some more music, man. We got Boobie in the building, man. This one is called Championship. Let's go. Turn your radios up. All right, we got Boobie Blood in the building, man. Let me ask you a question, man.
Boobie! It's Boobie!
What this is some real OG advice, man, and I kind of want to save it for the radio, so I'm gonna ask you this one. What is the worst job that you've ever had in your life?
Super Value.
Supervisor the grocery store or the gas
Bag
station?
boy, the grocery store.
Why? What made that the worst job you ever had?
Because I was bagging up people's stuff, and at the same time, I was not feeling that. Like, I'm like, I think I was like 16 at that time, 15, 16. I was not feeling that. Like, I'm bagging up food and bringing it to cars. Like, it was cool for the old ladies and stuff, but everybody, it just got on my nerve. Like, I felt like a servant. I ain't gonna lie.
How long was you working there?
I worked there for like 2 weeks, and I quit. I ain't even quit. I ain't tell them I quit or nothing. I just walked off the job one day. Like, I took an old lady's food to her car. I think she gave me a tip, and I was gone. Like, thanks for the dub. I'm out of here.
Is that the shortest job you ever had before?
Yep. The longest job I had was downtown Minneapolis for Two Soho. If you ain't from Minneapolis, you don't know what that is. Two Soho, JJ Flash and stuff right there. They was down there when Twinstown was around and stuff. So JJ Flash and Two Soho was right on Block E, right there where they had the movie theater at.
So what is Two Soho? That's like a clothing company?
Yeah, Two Soho was a clothing store.
Okay, clothing store.
Yep, they used to break the FUBU, Anichi, Javinci. Yeah, I used to work there. Me and my brother used to work there. They used to have Mike, who used to work at Camo J. He used to be DJing inside the store. That's how much money that Asian dude had. His name was James. Him and his wife Sue. Yep, we used to wear FUBU jerseys back then with the number 5 on everything that came out. We used to unbox them and be like the number 1. So
I don't know. I've only been to the Center Center one time my whole life, man. I just seen somebody post that on Facebook talking about the City Center.
Oh yeah, it used to be popping. Juvenile and Cash Money used to come down there. They used to lock the doors in Twinstown when the big rappers used to come down there. Like, I was a kid, so I was watching. Dang, why they lock the door? We trying to shop. These dudes in here. Dang, they got Juvenile and Wayne and Cash Money. Them in that joint. No Limit. Them in that joint. Like, them two twins was real popular. They was a part of the culture. Like, I'm a part of the culture on the north side, so I love my side of town, but I love St. Paul too though.
Have you ever been to Gaultier Plaza?
Nah, I ain't been. I don't really be remembering names of places.
Okay.
Where is it? St. Paul.
St. Paul. It used to be downtown St. Paul. That was like our little spot.
Where they had Foot Locker and stuff at.
It had a movie theater. It was like a whole mall on the inside.
Yeah, I would have definitely been up in that joint.
Yeah, they shut it down. They shut it
We
down
had
after
the
a movie
Skyway
got
Theater,
through.
but they shut that down after people was fighting and stuff. Like I went there a couple times, probably like 2 times, and after that it was gone. The Skyway right there used to be busting.
Yeah,
Downtown Minneapolis, where game
that's
they used to have the arcade, all type of stuff. But
I remember the arcade downtown Minneapolis. That used to be the spot though.
Yeah,
like even as a kid,
right
though,
there
you know
where
what I'm
Augie's
saying?
at, on that
right
corner, right
corner,
there,
yeah.
that shut down the
Now
wall
it's a
where everybody's
tobacco
standing
stop,
at.
yeah.
That used, and then they opened up a club upstairs from it after they shut the arcade down. They used to have a club upstairs.
And there used to be a restaurant upstairs too.
I used to go to all that. That's why I be telling people, like, I was doing this stuff when I was 16, 17. I had me a ID from a dude on the street. I was a big kid. This dude, he liked to chill in the hood.
Right, so he just took his ID and ran crazy downtown.
He gave me his ID and was supposed to give me some money to get it back, but he just never gave me the money, so I just never brought the ID situation up no more. I was getting in strip clubs and everything. I was glad I had his ID. I was hanging out with all the grown people. Like, I'm from Tangletown. Me and my brother was like the first kids on that block besides some other kids that was older than us, but I was 12 when I was outside with grown people in Tangletown to do 6. Shout out Old Man Ed in the wheelchair, Cam, Mister, all them people who raised me, Ghetto, all them. But everybody over there, I was around the grown people, so I felt good.
Right. You
But yeah, man, it's a lot of things missing from both sides of towns from what I see and hear. Like, did y'all have a skating ring in St. Paul?
No. We had the Dust Bowl.
Oh, see.
Okay, yeah, we had the Dust Bowl. That was on skating rink, man. I don't know if that was a name on it.
They used to have all-nighters where they locked the door and let us stay there until the next day.
Boobie's giving a little advice, man. We talking about music and coming up in the music game and how you got to invest in your music, man. And, Double OG Radio, we always try to give game to the youngins, man. So let me ask you, Boobie, and for everybody that's listening late night on the Creek Tip, what's your advice on music and investing in your music?
Man, if this how it's rocking. If you independent and you want to stay independent, invest your money into you. This doesn't mean work a job and struggle and trying to pay the music note.
Right.
This means when you got side money, or if you save some money and you want to do something other than what you're doing, and you want to pursue your career,
right,
and you want to pursue your dream, invest into your music. And this ain't just music. This is everything to deal with entertainment, anything to deal with branding yourself. Invest your money in yourself. Sometimes I hate paying for stuff, but I see the results from it. So it keep me grounded. It keep me humble. It keep my madness that I got about paying for it. Because I be like, man, what the heck? They want this for that. Yeah. They tweaking.
Listen, you got to invest in your music, man.
You dig? I seen the Coach K dude on an interview. He was talking about paying for radio. He like, this is why artists get their money took. I don't want nobody investing in me. This is why I invest in myself. Because they paying those radio stations to play y'all music. Or they paying these places, Spotify and other places, to run ads for y'all, which is what I do for myself.
Right.
I run ads. I pay radio stations. I do all type of other internet stuff, working, just networking. I ain't even left the city too much. But just networking, outletting, and doing that, it keep me on a grounded level. But they taking your money because they're paying for it. If they give you a check and pay for it, of course they're gonna want more money back. Yeah, so my advice to them is if you independent, if you want to be independent, stay independent, invest your money in yourself. If you're looking for a deal, you're gonna have to invest your money in yourself as well.
Yeah. It costs money to make money. Listen, I done seen somebody, shout out to Damian LaShawn, he probably in Stillwater. I think he's in Stillwater right now. He probably listening in Stillwater. But I done seen my little brother, man, he done spend easy 50,000. I done seen him spend 50,000 on features. I mean, he got features with Moneybagg Yo, Young Dolph, Rich Boy. He paid 10,000 for a feature with T.I. And then he do nothing.
That's what I was finna say. I ain't even gonna lie. Just invest in yourself.
That's what I was just finna say. So yeah, he done spent all these money on features and he never dropped none of these songs that he paid features with. I done seen somebody take $200 and invest it on ads and get the same amount of spins, same amount of YouTube views as he did, spending 50, 60,000. So it's not about how much money you got. It's where are you putting the money that you got? Where you investing?
And you gotta have the talent for it. If you know you offbeat when you rap or you singing, or you know that stuff don't sound right. Like I know myself that it's been songs that I did not like and I did not put them out, or it's been songs that I put out that other people like and I didn't like. Right. And then I'll be like, man, that's crazy. But it was the ear for the music. It's not too many songs of mine, and I ain't gonna even flex. I ain't dropped no weak tracks, period. Like, that's how I'm coming. I'm one of the best, if not the best. Like, I ain't gonna even flex. Like, my homies and my people tell me, like, hooks is the hardest thing to come up with, the chorus for the beat. Like, that's the simplest thing for me. And then I rarely write something. And if I write something, that's the hook. Or if I write something, I might just be trying to catch how I'm gonna come off on the beat. Right. So once I get how I'm a first start, I don't feel like I need to write the rest. I can go put it in my phone or sit and record and break it down, and then how I feel about the song, it's gonna drop. If I feel like it's a hit, then I'm gonna put time in it. But if I feel like I can just keep going and drop that joint, I got metaphors. Like, it's simple to rhyme, but that's why I be holding out. I'm one of them. So if you got good work, hold out. If you got bad work, trash it.
So it's a lot of controversy.
Don't invest money in trash.
Let me ask you this: there's a lot of controversy going on, especially on Facebook, on the hip hop scene locally in Facebook, right? And I ain't seen you in none of it, but I see we watching it, right? Everybody see it. Yeah. So let me ask you, what do you think the current state of hip hop is in Minnesota? Like, how do you feel about the artists, the fans, the support level, all of that entail? Do you think that the artists get enough support, or do you think the artists not putting enough work in?
That's a hard one, because a lot of artists think that they songs bang and the song may not be a banger, but the people that's supporting you is telling you it's a banger and it's not catching. So that should tell you it's not a banger. Right. But people don't look at that type of stuff, I guess, these days. So they want to just rock out. So with the state of how it's rocking, I'm gonna say it's like between 1 to 10, we still on like a 5 or 6 at the most with the music.
You're talking about the whole
as a whole. Okay. Like a 5 or a 6 with the music. You know why? Because they support the music and the songs that's not bangers. They might think it's a nice hit here in the city, but it doesn't catch anywhere else. That's where the numbers come in on this. Is this song doing numbers on Spotify? Is this song doing numbers on iTunes? Deezer? A lot of other outlets out there with music. Is these people buying the music, or is they just watching your video? Or is they just listening to the song that they downloaded off YouTube or something like that? That's the difference. It's not a hit if you're not making it go global. Okay. That's our thing. We ain't drop nothing that's global. Even if we drop something that's global, we ain't supported nothing that we knew was a hit.
So how do we support each other? how do we support each other as artists? What is it? Because I don't think going to shows is support.
Nah,
Honestly,
going to shows ain't no support.
That ain't support. That's just
actually
going to a show.
buying that artist's music if you rocking with it. If you like that artist and you rock with their music, you buy that music on iTunes. It's only $1
for a song. Yeah.
Everybody got an iPhone, dang on there. You dig? Like everybody either got an iPhone, you got Spotify, you got Apple. Even with YouTube, you got links that's in the description to buy that song that artist is rapping that you like instead of just going to YouTube. Because once you stream it, that's just the stream right there. And YouTube don't pay you much. So my outlets be different streams. That's why I don't really drop music on YouTube like that no more. I don't really care to drop no videos because even with the video mans, it gotta become a whole situation for everybody to work together. Just because you doing videos does not mean you should charge me this much and try to tell me how to shoot the video. That's gonna not make me want to work with you on that video.
Okay, let me ask you that. Yeah, that's a good question. Okay, how do you like your video?
Come with the artist. I ain't dropped no videos in a minute. You know why? Because the people, and RP to my homie JF, Mr. Smith. You did. He shot my own purpose. He the only person who I felt like was really grinding with it, even though he was charging other people. But when he worked with me, it was a mutual situation. I paid him a little something, but he wanted to come shoot my video. It was a difference. At that time, I had another video man, and it was just like paying him was cool, but what was we gonna do with it? Like we sat down and talked, and I was telling him how I was getting closer to the situations, and he was like, "Whoa, I know we in the gate," and I was like, "Nah, it's not we in the gate." You know why? Because this is a business deal. This ain't a friendship deal. If you my homie, if you rocking with me, why you ain't turn me up and let's turn up together? And let's turn up everybody that's around if we all in the clique or we friends. Not saying that this is something you gotta do. I know people gotta get paid for their services. But if we all reaching for the same goal, why haven't you shot my video for free if you my homie? And then on top of that, even if I pay you, you got the same goal as I get. You might not be putting as much money into the video as I am. You see what I'm saying?
What you mean? Explain that.
I'm gonna explain that like if I shoot a video with you, with the position I'm in, I'm sending this video to award shows in other cities. I'm sending it, I got the power to send this video to the Grammys and other little places that we know nothing about in this city.
Right.
Just by having a little more networking and independent stuff going on. So that's why I came up with a price for my stuff now and dealing with that. It's just like, if we gonna do this together, why we can't be in it together all the way? I'm gonna put more money. It's gonna get more exposure because if I shoot a video with you and say I got the plug at allhiphop.com, you're not gonna go and pay those programmers and editors to put this video on these bigger websites.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. You gonna be doing
I'm a person that
your name gonna
yeah,
be
you see what I'm saying?
Okay,
like
yeah.
even with the songs that I did, my homie JF Smith getting a lot of promotion. You know why? I'm still one of the top artists on his video YouTube channel because I really promoted that video, and he has major artists on his channel. But when it came to that video, I did so much magazine promoting. I did promotion with Coast to Coast. I did independent promotion on Instagram where I was finding influencers. I did independent promotion where I was talking to mother people and telling them, hey, post this on your story. Hey, post this on your Whoop. I was getting people to dance to the song. This is something that the videographer is not going to do. So if I blow up and then his video preference blow up, this ain't nothing but a business deal now, my dude. Because if I get $1 million from Atlantic Records, yeah, you shot that video, but I paid you money to shoot that video, so I don't look at it as we did that video as we turned up together.
It's your video,
I'm
right.
not saying you're not my homie.
Video, right.
I'm just saying the concept of what I'm doing, I'm gonna invest in this more than what I'm paying you.
I think that's true. And you know what? A lot of times, I know cameras is expensive. You know what I'm saying? Cameras not cheap. But nowadays you can get some cheap cameras and still do good work.
Exactly. Because I got homies, like I say, the cameraman from before. I ain't gonna put his name out there, but it just was like when we sat down and had that conversation, he got kind of mad. Cause I told him like, I'm finna shoot with Dude and them over here. Cause you was taking too long. Yeah, you gave me a few deals on the beginning, but when it came crunch time and it was getting bigger and I was explaining that to you, you was just slow dragging.
I think it's communication. You got to communicate with your videographer. You got to communicate with him the whole time.
It got to be, see, the other thing too, it has to be a videographer, a person that's in that field, not a person who's trying to record your video and then rap and be in the video. You see him later on down the line, he dropping tracks. This is why your video is weak, because he did not put no money into your video. He was trying to be a rapper too, so he didn't try to turn your video up. That's another thing with Minnesota right now. The video man wants to be a rapper. Not all of them though. Don't get me wrong. High Def, Minnesota Code, a couple people I ain't work with. But like Neighborhood Films, that's my mans. The other dudes who I mentioned, who I didn't mention, they wanted to be rappers. And I look at that from Facebook. Like you say, I be watching, but I might not be in the mix.
Right. We just
so when I see the video man talking about he dropped this and he doing this and he done dropped it, I'm like, hold on. You had another video man shoot your video, but you over here shooting videos with people, but your videos is low quality.
See, now I actually did. I did start video. I started, I make movies and documentaries. So I tried to dip my finger into video one time, and it was difficult. It's not as hard. It's not easy to make a quality video because it take. I shot the video. I had the nice expensive cameras. I shot the video, but what I learned is a lot of times artists and the videographers have to communicate the goal and the vision of the video throughout the whole thing, right? Because it took me a couple weeks to edit it and the whole nine, but it takes a lot. It takes a lot to be a videographer, and you can't be trying to, like you said, do 20 different things and then make this video because something's gonna give out, and usually it's your video that's gonna come up short, man.
Yeah, just like even with that, it's not even. Don't get me wrong, we ain't dissing the videographers.
Well, but I am. I just know I'm not dissing them. I just know it's hard.
No,
I'm saying it ain't easy to make no video.
That's what I'm saying. I know it ain't hard. I mean, I know it ain't easy.
Yeah.
But this is what you signed up for.
That's what you wanted to do. Yeah.
So if you wanna shoot videos and go do your own thing, that's cool too. We support that. But don't make it like you want to be a part of something if somebody blow up. That's where I'm looking at.
Right.
You dig?
Right.
Because it comes from friendship or whatever you may think it is to just business. Because that's how they play it in the game. So I'm going to play it like they supposed to play it.
Yeah, because your money.
Just like I'm supposed to play it. This is a business, Mike.
Yeah, and you a businessman, so you can't give away the stuff in the store. You give it away, you ain't going to make no money.
You
know what I'm saying? I can't be giving you a shirt just because you ain't got one.
But if you my homie and you put in that work though and you in the store with me, I'm gonna give you something because I'm just an honest person, regardless if I gotta take the loss or not.
Yeah, that's true.
Your work and what you did for me outweighs that. If you my homie and you came through this joint mopping floors and doing all type of stuff, I'm gonna give you some merch if you ask me for a hoodie or something, just off the strength of knowing you did that.
Right.
That's the difference between me and other people. I take the loss if I know it support the team.
Right.
It make him happy because he done slid through here for me and did some stuff. And on the back end, it made me happy for me to give him something that he's that happy to do something for me. So it let me know where I stand.
Right.
And that's part of what we was talking about earlier. They mess with me on both sides because I'm just a genuine type of person.
That's how you do it.
My homie or somebody that smoked with me in the past, I might pull up and see you and just smoke with you out the blue. I don't know what's going on, but I just did it out the blue because it just be like that with me. I'm just a genuine type of person. They be like, dang, you the only person. I'll be like, I get that a lot.
It's game, man. We giving away game, man. It's DJ Double OG, aka the original dollar, original with an $8 with no R at the end. We got Boobie Blood in the
It's
building.
BOOBIE.
It's 89.9 KMOJ, today's
Let's get
R&B
it.
and hip hop, man. Listen, we just giving away game, man. Independent artists out there. If
Yeah,
you want to get your
man.
bread up, invest in yourself. We're gonna pay some bills though, and we'll be right back. Don't go
We on
nowhere.
tour.
It's 89.9 KMOJ, the People Station.
People station.
Let me ask you a question, man, before you get up out of here. The last question, man. I hear a lot of talk about top five. Do you got a top five in Minnesota? Your top five favorite local rappers?
Excuse me. I'm going to say this. My brother Tarzan is number 2. BOOBIE Blood is number 1. My nigga 2A Blocker, because he making songs for the ladies. He on a whole nother level with it. He ain't really making too much hard music. He's making songs for the ladies, speaking from the heart. So with that, I'm going to say he number 3.
All right.
And then, don't forget, my homie Cash the Kid.
Cash the Kid.
He number 4, because he got bars.
Okay.
But number 5, I'm going to give it to a chick who been grinding. Lulu Bank Girl Lucci. I think it's Bank Lucci on Facebook, but Lulu been rapping for a minute. And I went to her album release party like I think 2 years ago or a year before that.
Okay.
The Raj, she turned it up. She turned it up like how I turned it up when I first opened up there a couple times.
Okay.
And on top of that, I know how she working. She sent me something in the inbox the other day on the music on a song that we were supposed to do a while back. And she older, she got her kids and stuff. And she been grinding. So I'm going to give that to Lulu. Lulu number 5 is all dudes on it. Okay. I'm going to give her 1 lady.
Okay.
That's to Lulu.
Lulu stepping in, man. We appreciate you coming through, Boobie.
And she in St. Paul, man.
St. Paul in the building, East Side. Let me ask you a controversial question.
She crippin' too.
Okay, cuz. I see you neighborhood.
She crippin'. Okay. That's my homegirl, like real shit.
60.
And I'm an inboxer when I leave here. Like, G, I gave you a shout out for sure. Like, that's my G. And Tarzan, that's my little brother. I really mess with him. But don't get me wrong though. Him and Vo had it popping. Vo my mans too. All the way from East Side stuff. You dig? So I'm gonna say 6. I'm gonna throw her as number 6.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Vo is number 5.
The bench, you know what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah, she the 6 man coming off the wing. 6 girl coming off the wing.
Let me ask you the last question, I promise you, because I got to get the controversy questions in there.
Yeah, you already know.
St. Paul or Minneapolis?
On what though?
On living. Where would you rather live? In St. Paul or Minneapolis?
St. Paul. Living
where
wise,
would you rather
St. Paul.
Eat St. Paul or Minneapolis?
I say Minneapolis has turned a mix up. So I come out here to food wise, but see, is St. Paul just considered the East and the university? Because Roseville and those surrounding cities
we ain't doing
there.
No suburbs.
Okay, well, we ain't doing no suburbs.
Yeah,
then I'm gonna give it to Minneapolis.
Okay.
Then downtown, there's a lot of different spots got food. That's good. Entertainment wise, I ain't really been into it lately. From before though, I'm gonna give it to both.
Like bars included, bars.
Yeah,
clubs,
I'm gonna give it to both. Minneapolis had more bars, but downtown St. Paul, Hunan's was popping in on Rice, Waleski, Stargate, in the Cancun. Those joints was off the chain every time.
Right.
Those spots, Cristal, those spots was off the chain. Yeah. So I'm going to give it to both sides on the entertainment level because downtown had some crazy stuff, but it just was like downtown didn't invest in enough bigness. Like Waleski's is a club that downtown ain't get.
Right.
Waleski's 2 floors, big dance floor, big bars and everything everywhere. That's something Minneapolis ain't got.
Yeah, Cancun.
So when you go there, you felt like it was busting. You dig? It's big. Yeah. Down here, you closed in a little bit, but they got more variety.
Who got? Now this is a question I know you know the answer to. Without telling your business, who got better weed, Minneapolis or St. Paul?
St. Paul.
Ain't nobody on earth say St. Paul ain't got the best weed.
Man, I swear to God, they said Maryland, Hazelwood, pull up.
You know what I'm talking about? All right, come to the H block.
Look, I seen video of travelers and what they call them tourists. They said when they came to Minneapolis or St. Paul, Minneapolis was hard to find. They dang on almost got robbed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when they landed in St. Paul, they told them they can get anything they want on Maryland and Hazelwood.
Man, just go to H block. Yo, ain't never lied about that.
Boy,
ain't never lied about
we got
that.
real loud. I'm smoking. Weed is legal here. I'm smoking.
It's definitely.
I used to get it in them hallways. I'm so glad I got my money up. I'm so glad I got my money up.
Dollar, you ready to turn all the way up, man? Let's get it. Shout out Dipset for the intro. Shout out Jones. This Wildlife Gang. Boobie Blood, Bane, Black, and yeah, free my niggas still. Let's go. It's second time, Wildlife, Boobie Blood, 2-8 Black, I beat blood, you know what's cracking. Get money, that's the model that I fucking follow. When your girlfriend sipping out the fucking bottle. We in the VIP, they ain't gotta ask for ID. Everybody in this motherfucker know who I be. Big chain, big ring, I'm a big stunner. Your girlfriend know me, I'm a big fronter. I front your bitch a new whip and some new shoes. And told y'all once before, I'm that dude. I'm too cool to hang with you suckers. I'm too cool to hang with you lames. Blood I bang, motherfuckers gon' remember my name. Wildlife bitch, you been on the chain. And you see my ring, BOOBIE be the goddamn name. Motherfuckers ain't real, do you know I can't even be around. I can't hear your motherfucking sound. And when you play with me, bitch, I make you niggas drown. Real freestyle shit. We ain't playing with y'all, man. It's record time, Wildlife shit, man. Tell them, oh shit, Dollar, you did that? Let's go. Tell him I'm not a star though. I would take a hit off the cup, but I already motherfucking spilled that bitch. Let me take my jacket off. Okay. Hey, I'm not a star. Your girlfriend and her best friend told me they gon' hop inside the car and do some things to me that I never did before. These girls are sleazy, these girls are whores. Already know that from the way they coming at me. I'm a boss motherfucker, y'all can never ever threaten me. Big B's when I come around. And if you talking down on me, then my young boy gun you down. A on the head for 8. Keep them in check. Motherfuckers know that I'm in your neck. You gotta give me respect. Salute me for that. My young boy made sure they'll shoot you for that. Disrespect. Boy, I'm the lieutenant and captain. This shit is more than some rapping. Something will happen to your mama and your little kid. Your girlfriend crying like, look what you did. It's real. I've been in the field, get you killed. Niggas out here acting like the gangster ain't ill. But I'm the one who hates you. I'm the one who made dudes do what I do. Don't even follow my moves. Ooh, I'm too fly to ever be touched. And if you ever in the room with me, good luck. Your girlfriend gon' get fucked. And if it's about money, then stack up those bucks. I'm a pimp in my own lane, Mac in my own brain, telling y'all things to make everybody insane. Crazy game, when a nigga spit to your bitch. She hit the strip and come back with all of the chips. I'm getting rich, and I ain't gotta tell you I do it, but this here is way more than some music. I've been trapping, fuck rapping. This shit will happen to anybody who cross the line. Bow, it's that, man. I'm with it over the shoulder.
BOOBIE! It's BOOBIE! It's BOOBIE!
Hold on, we gonna get back to that. I gotta come closer. Okay, one thing about me, I will never take a loss. I'm a motherfucking boss, bitch, I been taking off. If the girl in the room, then the pain is coming off. And yeah, she gon' get lost with me in that new thing, like I'm Bruce Wayne. She tryna do things, and that's your boo thing. Hold up, man.
All right, man, I had to stop the beat, man. My bad, I had to stop the beat, man.
I'm so glad I got my money up. I'm so glad I got my money up. I've been out here in the streets all day. I used to get it in them hallways. I'm so glad I got my money up. I'm so glad